of the Saskatoon Comhaltas branch. Joining me right now is Megan. Megan, I want to say a big thank you for bringing some members of your Comhaltas branch into the studio to play some traditional Irish music for us. It's such a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, thanks for inviting us. We always like promoting what we do here in Saskatoon, so thank you for the opportunity.
And Megan, you do so much. I mean, I know for our past St. Patrick's Day show, we've worked together quite a few times, learning Irish language, music lessons, ceilidhs. I've done it all with you. These are just some of the aspects that community members should be aware that the Comhaltas branch has available for them.
Absolutely, yes. We put on one or two ceilidhs a year. We have three music sessions that we put on each month. We have a sort of informal Irish language group that meets and just converses every once in a while. And so lots and lots of stuff going on with our branch as well.
Fantastic. And head to SaskatoonIrish.com for all that information. Now, Megan, I brought you here today while we listen to these beautiful melodies to talk a little bit about the history of St. Patrick's Day. I have to admit my ignorance here. I had no idea that St. Patrick's Day was actually celebrated and honoring an actual saint. Can you tell us a bit about the history of this cultural celebration?
Yeah, well, every saint, for sure in the Catholic Church, has their own feast day. And so St. Patrick, being a Catholic saint, has a feast day. And he was a very, very important saint to the Irish people. He was the one who converted them from paganism, from the old Gaelic tribal sort of religion that they had before. And so the Irish people really, really love St. Patrick. So of course his feast day means a lot to the Irish people, and it's a really good excuse to promote Irish culture as well.
Now we were chatting a little off camera. You were mentioning that sometimes St. Patrick's Day falls within the Lent period, and that kind of may play into the reason why people go so big and celebrate this day.
Absolutely. So Lent was traditionally a time of fasting and abstinence where you didn't eat all the fancy foods you used to eat, and you didn't drink perhaps quite as much as you used to, but that ban was lifted on the feast day of St. Patrick's Day. So people were allowed to eat all of those fun foods and drink as much as they wanted. And so that is a tradition that perhaps has carried on into the present day.
Absolutely. As you can see, we're all donning our green today. How did ceilidhs become a way of celebration?
Well, a ceilidh is a celebration, really. It's just people getting together, playing music, dancing around. So it's just a really social gathering. And since St. Patrick's Day has come to really promote Irish culture, that's perhaps one of the best ways of doing it, is just getting people together and having fun, and dancing to Irish music, dancing Irish dances to Irish music, and all of that as well.
Have traditions from back in the day, because of course this was hundreds and hundreds of years ago when it first originated, have traditions from back in the day really changed over the years, or are they about the same?
They have changed quite a bit. It used to be a Catholic feast day, and so people probably don't always go to Mass on St. Patrick's Day, all of that sort of stuff. So there's perhaps a little bit more emphasis on drinking and good times than on the more holy aspects of the day, but it's still for sure a celebration.
All right, well, I definitely want to get you back there and joining your team. You sound so beautiful. What instruments were you playing?
Today I was playing an instrument called the uilleann pipes. Uilleann is Irish for elbow, because I play it with my elbow instead of blowing into it. And then I was also playing the Irish flute.
Very cool. All right, well, there's lots more beautiful traditional Irish music coming up on today's show. But first, we're going to take a look at our latest Dragons card giveaway.